Welcome to the BVTV Network, coming to you from the UK studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. This is episode 3 in the BVTV Resonance Trilogy with established TV director and video producer and, of course, author George Hughes. Hello for the final time, George.
Hi, Malcolm. Thanks for having me on.
Well, this is the final trailer bit, isn't it? Are we having a party at the end of the year?
I'm ready.
A rap party at the end of 3.
Yeah.
George,
a two-parter
question for you in our final episode. In the first part, can we have your thoughts, please, on my thinking? I think understanding the power of video means, as a leader, communicator, and marketer, you need at least a basic understanding of the psychology behind what creates engagement. And in the second part, can we have a vision of where video is going to? Is it shorts, Metaverse, HTML5, or other we need to keep an eye on? Again, your thoughts, please, George.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the title of my book is Resonance, and how I got there with that title is because I was looking at what does make a video successful, what causes one video to do really well and another one to just fall flat. And I thought, is it the camera work? Is it the talent you use? Is it the techniques, or is it the style? Is it animation versus live action? Is it where you film or the budget you have? Is it all these things? And ultimately, I came to the conclusion that when you look at videos for businesses, aimed at their customers, if you look at TV shows and films, if you even go further back and you start looking at virtually any other content medium, the things that do really well are the pieces of content that really resonate with the audience. When it hits you here and it feels like this is speaking directly to me, it hits the mark, it really lands. So that's where I started going down the road of thinking, okay, so how do you create resonance with your customers using video? So I think when it comes down to it, you need to start with your audience, understand the customers that you're speaking to. Like any type of marketing, think about what is important to them, what are their pain points, what are their objections about working with you. You need to think about things like, where are they hanging out? How can I reach them? We're talking about online space, but also you might be thinking about taking videos to trade shows and maybe doing even some out-of-home advertising, that sort of thing. So thinking about that, really getting under the skin of your audience, and then considering the story that you want to tell, because video is a medium for storytelling. And storytelling is the most powerful thing. Since sliced bread, I mean, we've been telling stories since we could communicate as human beings, from caveman and woman back in gosh knows when, all the way through to present day. So you need to tell a story that will resonate with the audience, and it needs to be the right story, and then the video flows from there. So I suppose that hopefully that answers the first part of the question.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, when you create resonance, you will get engagement. You'll get all those things you want: click-through rates and lead generation, all the things, the outcomes you're trying to do. I think in terms of where video is going, it's important to not get over obsessed by the latest technology, because ultimately video has been going since the 19th century, since they first invented the camera. Thomas Edison and his apprentice invented one of the first cameras and started to make movies. So we've been enjoying it as a medium. It's just now, of course, it's online, and that's the way we absorb it, is via our smartphones and via our laptops and devices. So don't forget, you are telling a story with video. It's a medium. Don't forget all the principles of what makes something enjoyable to watch when it comes to the moving image. So make sure you don't forget about that. And then, of course, you can start to explore the latest things that are coming out. And there are all kinds of exciting things happening. We've had interactive video for a while. It's been slow to gather momentum, but this is something that we're seeing a lot more of, in particular, shoppable videos. So videos that you click on and can take you directly to a purchase. that's something that everybody's prioritizing. It's a great way for people to make a lot of money. You know, the actual publishers like your YouTubes and people like that, you know, they love people to watch videos because it's great for advertising and data and all that sort of stuff. So they want you to click on it. I think that's something we're going to see a lot more of. To me, the most exciting thing, and I've always thought it, is actually augmented reality, because that is a type of, and at the moment it seems a bit of a let's say fad potentially. You know, you might be sort of fooled into thinking it's just this kind of fun thing you can do on your phones, but the real world application of it, once the technology catches up, is, you know, let's say you walk into a big superstore, you know, let's say John Lewis over here, or maybe a Target over in the US, and you're wearing your Google glasses or maybe your Google contact lenses, and you're being greeted by a virtual shop assistant, a video standing there greeting you by name, suggesting the departments you'd like to go around, showing you the offers that are available, you know, modeling things for you, all kinds of exciting stuff. And the medium is video. It's all, the storytelling is the same. The technology has just changed, and that will be a way that we would absorb things. And of course, there's exciting things happening with the metaverse and all this kind of stuff. But who knows where that's going to go? Very, very early days with that. So yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. And every time I see new developments in the world of video, I get excited, because I think it's, you know, I can't wait to be using some of these new tools and seeing how they pan out for people. So
yeah, I find that, you know, things have moved forward dramatically, though, since March 2020, at the start of the pandemic. You know, you could get away with a very poor production then, as so many companies do. But now people, because they've been so immersed in it with working from home and places like that, you know, they don't tolerate poorer production, do they?
no, absolutely. I think, you know, the pandemic has accelerated the adoption of digital by decades. You know, my parents wouldn't have ever shopped for their groceries online, but they were forced to work out how to do that. Now that extends to lots of their shopping is done online. So that trend has then forced all of the brands that sell to go direct to consumer, not just through retailers. Anyone that's doing business, they're liable to spend a lot more time on someone's website and researching them that way, rather than actually just going to their office and meeting them. So that's accelerated. Video has become, you know, it's just day to day now, isn't it? Everybody's on Zoom, everybody's sending videos to each other. So you're right in the sense of, you could get away with not doing it before, but now you can bet that your competitors are getting in on this action. People are prioritizing video. We're seeing a huge amount more inquiries than we've ever had before. And you can't rest on your laurels and do things that don't make you stand out. You know, if your content is below par, if it's lacking in quality, substance, good storytelling, consistency, and your competitor is doing that, then you're at a huge disadvantage. Just look around you and you will see that everybody is now adopting it. So you've got to get yourself in the top 1%.
So thanks, George. Now let's give viewers and listeners details of your URL, your website address, which obviously viewers you can see on the screen behind me. But for listeners, let me spell it out to you. It's all the W's smallfilms.com. George's book is called Resonance: Unleash Your Brand's Potential with Video. It's available in both Kindle and paperback at Amazon. Now, here at BVTV, we're obviously committed to the power of video marketing, but also the power of a visual presence. It's a medium that is constantly changing and evolving. You're likely to need a helping hand from an expert like George Hughes. Thanks, George, for a great BVTV trilogy.
Thanks, Malcolm. I've really enjoyed it.